Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Really Shady Review and Recap panel. I'm your girl, Treese.
Oh, what's up? It's me, Really B.
And welcome, y'all. Happy Sunday, fun day. We hope everyone is having a wonderful and blessed day. Y'all, we're here to do the Ready to Love. This is season 11, episode 6. It was titled something else, but they quickly corrected the title, and it's now called The Deep End.
What was it called?
The previous title was The Diddy Pose.
Yes, I saw. Okay, you know what? I did see that.
They
and I was like,
updated it.
what?
Yeah.
I was like, that should have never even made it past the editing. Like, they should have been like, this isn't.
I was like, they couldn't have been that out of touch when this was going on that they
right. No, because listen, Diddy been on trial for 2 years. Like, come on now. Before they even started filming this, Diddy was in jail. So, like, that, yeah, I didn't understand that one.
Yeah, hey, y'all, everybody in the building. Okay, you got your little cancer cup. I see you, really, man. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Lock Queen. Hey, Dream. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Jaguar. Nice to see you again. So y'all. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you aren't already, please go ahead and subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay, because it's a good old time over here, no matter where you watch. All right. And so, y'all, we was just talking about Nicole crashing out backstage. This was a very interesting episode. We're going to get into it because it's a lot to get into. Hey, Ash Tuck. Hey, China White. Welcome. So, let me go ahead and run this intro and then, let's get into it.
Let's get shady.
Shady, y'all. Look at Really be on it. Yeah.
Shade in the city, true hits like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, there's life in the mold. You like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe.
Welcome, Brandon Ashford.
This little piece of hair just will not lay down. Like,
you are so funny. Welcome, Cross Country Cruiser. Hey,
y'all, come on in.
I know, and make sure you hit the like button as you come in, please, and thank you in advance. So y'all. Sidebar. I don't know if y'all can't see Really B's whole shirt, but she being real disrespectful today. Okay. Because I can show you.
I will show you. It says, I would like to solve the puzzle. And it says F, the Cowboys, Eagles, and the Giants. Because, my team is playing Treese's team today.
And as you can see, I got my Giants on.
Right, in the battle for the bottom.
Okay? Who's for the battle for the bottom? Who wants to be the bottom?
Both of our teams are only playing for pride at this point because there's nothing else.
Look, I don't even know if we're playing for pride because we ain't got none left, okay?
Listen, we have pride, but all of our pride is in the injury room.
Well, yeah, exactly. At least you can say that. I can't even blame it on injury.
Baby, we have the practice squad of the practice squad on the field today. Okay, the people that was delivering pizzas to the training facility got the phone call this week.
Shut up. Hey, little baby.
But they still my team. They still my boy.
Okay, we gonna stick beside them. So y'all.
I've been here all this time. Hell.
And shout out to Nels. Nels is off today, doing some personal stuff. But shout out to her. We miss her, of course. And we actually did watch this together last night, which was funny while we were doing gingerbread houses. So
I saw the gingerbread houses. Cute.
Yes, thank you. What I'm mad about is because I actually thought. Well, I thought it was going to be more of my son doing it. And then I realized that I ended up doing it. And I was like, yeah, I won't sign myself up for that again. I really thought this was something you was going to do. And I was just going to supervise. And that's not what happened.
But he ate all that icing though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I gotta get a mean upholstery shampooer situation going because my couch is done.
Okay, go Birds. Listen. When it comes to the NFC East, I'm fine with the Eagles. I'm definitely here for the Eagles. I can never root. It would never be the Cowboys, but I can root for the Eagles or the Giants. And since the Giants don't have a shot in hell, I'm with you, Jessica. Go Birds. Now listen, that's only for right now. Come August, we'll be back at 0-0.
Okay, it's a new different situation. Hey, what's good, DeMarcus? Welcome.
Hey, DeMarcus, what's up?
So yeah, y'all, let me get my pictures up here for you. Let me put us in our respective corners. Hey, Don. So we all knew it. Well, I guess some of us did. I forgot who called it last episode, but yes, your girl. They decided Christina was going home. I think it was a smart decision. I can't say I disagree. And Christina feels like, well, you know, if a man can't take care of her or meet her expectations, he don't know how to take care of a woman. Okay.
And again, I feel like she's willfully missing the point because I don't think she doesn't. No, I shouldn't say that. Maybe she doesn't understand, child. I don't know. But again, and maybe it's just my personality because I want a helpmate. I don't want somebody to take care of me. I don't want somebody to be able to hold anything over me like they did this for me. And I don't ever want to be in a situation where I can't do the things I want to do in my life if I don't have a man doing them for me. And I know I'm older and maybe I've had different life experiences. I get that. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have a man right now call me and say, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that mortgage this month. Don't worry about it. Cool. I ain't never gonna tell it no. Tell a man no. Okay. What I don't want to be in the situation is I can't buy a house if a man doesn't do it for me. And I feel like she is willing to put herself in a position for a man to do everything for her. I mean, I know that the massage was just a small example, but to me, that wasn't about you trying to find a man that will do nice things for you. That was about you finding a man that could afford you.
I think that's the real thing. I think that's the real.
Let me move over so y'all can see my tree.
Oh, look, let me make this bigger. You
gotta make it bigger. So I put the tree up, y'all.
See the tree, y'all.
Put my tree up. Can y'all see it, or do I need to move it over? Y'all see the tree?
And thank you to Marcus for the $4 super sticker. I appreciate you, sweetheart.
Is it? Do I need to move it over? Can y'all see it?
I think you might need to move it over a little bit.
Okay, hold on. Let me move it over. Okay.
Look, I don't think y'all can see my pop-up tree, my little Charlie Brown pop-up tree, but it's a pop-up tree, so that's what it's supposed to look like. That's not my main tree. Okay.
Oh, I felt a little bit of
a little bit of shade.
Put a little shade in there. Listen. Chef Don said, okay. Can y'all see it now? Y'all see it?
Oh, yes, I see it now. Okay, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Just a little. Look, we do kind of need a close-up. You're going to have to give us a picture. Because it look a little bigger. Is that a different one?
It's the same tree.
Okay. It look a little bit thicker than the last, but again, it might be a Monet situation. You know what I mean? Up close, it might not look like that. You know what I mean?
Moving right along. That's what y'all getting until December 26th.
Okay.
Why is my hair just not? What is the alfalfa thing going on my hair?
I don't know, girl. So then we see this hot yoga date that they got going on. Nicole has put together. It's her, Donna, Vince, who else was there? Steven, Chris. Now, the only thing that I was a little confused about or bothered by, I didn't get a lot of this conversation in most of Donna's conversations, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no disrespect to Donna because I think you're a beautiful girl, but that patch in your head is distracting as hell, and I couldn't see past it. Like, so every time she spoke, all I could see was that big patch, and so everything that came out of her mouth, I didn't hear any of it.
I was trying to figure out what was going on with it. Like, why was that one little piece colored?
And it's literally just that one patch. It's not on the other side.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was confused by why it was colored. Like, what? Yeah, I didn't get it. But I understood what she was saying about Chris, though. Chris, you ever met somebody, and I'm a talker, and Teresa's a talker. Mm-hmm. But you ever met somebody that talk just to talk? They ain't talking about nothing. Right. Because he just rambles. And I understood what he was saying. He was like, look, when I was younger, I was nerdy. The kids picked on me. I wasn't considered cute. I had skin issues. And basically, once I blossomed and bloomed, that's where his issues began. Because, and then he done got his heart broken a couple of times. And so, men don't bounce back as fast as women do when it comes to our heart being broken. Or at least, let me not say that. We manifested differently.
Right.
We manifested differently.
No, I mean, I know I heard him say something about that, but I when towards the end of the episode when they said he's giving whining vibes and like he might need to man up a little bit, I could absolutely, because that's kind of what I heard, and that's maybe why I blocked it out. Brandon said you have the most famous Xmas tree in these YouTube streets, really big.
Yeah.
You stupid. Look, Don said he knew it was the same, talking about I put my tree up. It was already up. Nikki said these trees are sad. Don't do that. I'm gonna show you. Look, Nikki, I'm gonna post a picture on my community board of my main.
Yeah, that's not Teresa's real tree.
Yeah, that's not my real tree.
But Teresa has a child.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do
Not only do I not have a child, but like I told y'all, I don't celebrate Christmas at my house.
Chef John that said tree is just there. Just there. I'm sorry, we're gonna really be alone about her tree. Oh Lord. I don't know why this is, but sadly, this is like the running joke every year.
I don't understand. I was better off when I just didn't have a tree at all. Why won't my hair lay down? What in the hell? I was better off when I just didn't have a tree. Maybe I just go back to not having a tree.
Nikki said Chris is trying to mask his true self, in my opinion. You're not the only one that felt that way. Nels asked me that, and I said, well, I don't know, but that person ghosted me, not woman. Oh, okay. Interesting perspective. Divorce was definitely hard for me, and I struggled with the breakup. Okay.
I don't think that was a big deal. Because he was telling a story and saying that he thought he had fallen in love, and he was like, and then that person ghosted me. I don't think that's a big deal that he didn't put a pronoun on it. That's just my opinion.
Nikki getting on you really be. She said, I bought a tree just for my dog to enjoy the lights. I ain't got no kids. Don't try it. That's not an excuse, really.
I wasn't making an excuse. I was giving a reason.
Look, she said, that's my reason. I'm sticking to it.
It ain't an excuse. I don't have to have an excuse. I didn't have a tree for 10 years that I lived in my house. Matter of fact, 3 years ago was the first out of all the years that I have lived by myself or lived outside of my parents' house. 3 years ago was the first year I actually had any type of a tree. So
she making strides, y'all. She growing. All right, so then we get into this Nicole and Vince scene, and she feels like they are really connecting. He's so funny, and I get all that, but my only thing was she was like, "Oh, we held hands," and I was like, "No, you stretched."
Girl, listen,
like I just felt like you was looking for too much and putting 20 on 10.
Baby, the stuff they be holding on to, I'm like, ma'am, ma'am, no, that's not what happened here. Like, that is not what happened here. Y'all did not hold hands, y'all stretched. Like, what are you talking about?
Bless her heart. So then she shares with Vince that basically she has this fear, because I guess Tommy had tasked them with going to talk to the guys and opening up and sharing something about themselves. So she shares that she's, told everybody that she doesn't really know if she wants kids. And she said she admits that she does, but she's scared of being a bad parent, basically. And so he assures her that, look, ain't no manual to this thing, and you figure it out as you go along.
Thank you, Jisui. Listen, I felt like that was one of the realest conversations, because honestly, that's one of the reasons why I didn't have children, is because I didn't think I would be a good parent. Mm-hmm. And I hate when people say to me, oh, it'll kick in. Oh, yes, you will. And I'm like, if it would kick in, then we wouldn't have kids in foster care. We wouldn't have kids abused. We wouldn't have kids abandoned. So no, it doesn't kick in. No, everybody does not have the capacity to be a good parent. And I hate so I loved his answer, because that's what my mother has always said. Look, kids don't come with instruction manuals. You do the best you can with what you know, and you pray on the rest. And so I think if more people were honest with themselves about their capacity to love another person, I think we might have less abuse and less neglect. But that's just my opinion.
So let me ask you, do you feel like also what you do for work has played a part in maybe that decision, because you get what I'm saying, because you work with kids and because
I never really wanted kids.
Oh, okay.
At one point in time, I was at the point where I was like, if I were in a marriage and my husband wanted kids, I was willing to have children. But I've never, some people like, I don't care. I want kids. I don't care if I got a man or not. Like, people go and get sperm donors. I've never been that person. I have never been interested in children.
Mm. Oh, not the Ozempic tree. Oh, where? Look, thank God Tracy ain't in here. You know she would be lighting you up.
But just we said that I can have it if I want it.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying, Nikki. And I know you mean well. I know you mean well, but stop saying that to people. I think you would be a good parent based on how you are as a teacher. One don't have nothing to do with the other. I promise you. Because I don't see them kids at 3:00, they gone.
That's true.
I don't have to feed them, clothe them. I don't have to worry about summer camp. I don't have to worry about vacations. I don't have to worry about their mental health. I don't have to worry about none of that. I don't have to entertain them. I don't have to do shit.
That's true. See,
and when I want to get up and go, I can get up and go. I don't have to worry about a babysitter. I don't have to worry about packing up a diaper bag, a car seat. I don't have to worry about where I just don't. And I like not having to worry about anybody but myself. I honestly enjoy that. That's why I don't even have a pet. I tried to get a dog and I didn't like having a dog. I like the companionship of a dog, but I didn't like worrying about, damn, I can't go. I got to go straight home from work because I got to walk the dog, or I can't stay out too long because the dog's at the house. I just didn't like that feeling. I didn't like having to worry about nobody but myself. And some people might say that's selfish.
No, and that's exactly why you made the decision that you made.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, why bring somebody else here if you already know you?
I got you, Nikki Boo. I got you, baby.
But yeah, see, Golden said, I just want to know if she only decided that in this process. That's a very good question. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for $3 super sticker. Kawali, hey, welcome, boo. Chef Don Don said, I never thought I'd be a dad. Okay.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like if something were to happen, yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I'm gonna step up, but to just voluntarily. Child, one of my students told me this week she couldn't believe it. I didn't have no kids and I wasn't married. She was like, "You gonna die alone?" I said, "Well, damn, thank you."
Oh, no, you won't. I bet you're a great auntie. She absolutely is an amazing auntie. And yeah, no, she won't.
And I can send his ass home when I'm done with him.
Right. That again, you borrow him for a little bit and then you send him back. Chef Donna said, honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm doing things wrong when I remind myself that I can only do the best I can.
Baby, you can only do the best you can. That's right.
I agree. All right. So next scene, let's get into, who is it? I think it was Donna and Steven. I missed this conversation too. You're gonna have to help me out, really, B, because again, this was one of those situations where
they had he had a good conversation about his mom passing away and not feeling like he wasn't able to get the insight on women when it comes to Brandon said, me and him gonna have 17 kids. Okay, boo, let's do it. Now, I was gonna say too much. I was gonna say I don't mind practicing.
It is too early in the day to be talking like that. That's after dark talk.
But that's what she was talking about. That's what he was talking about. He was just saying how he has his aunts to kind of, or his sisters or whatever, to kind of lean into when, he sort of needs that, but he kind of missed having that availability to go to his mom. And then she talked about because he asked her why she had been single for so long. And she said, look, I had a couple of back-to-back horrible relationships. And then I went into my PhD program and I realized that maybe I needed to do some work on myself because clearly I was doing it wrong.
Right.
So I thought the two of them opened up and gave some deep, had a deep, I thought it was a good conversation.
Agreed. Like I said, it was really hard to see past that blonde patch in her head.
I didn't understand. I just didn't understand what was going on. I didn't. I mean, even if it was like a bigger patch, but it was just like that one little square. I don't know what was happening there. And then we don't see it anywhere else. Like unless it's hidden. But when her hair is out, do you see it?
No, it's covered up. That's the thing. Well, you do see it sometimes, but you got to really be looking for. Is it like, look? Oh, okay. Good perspective.
It might. You know what? It might be a birthmark because I know people who have like a blonde patch and that's their birthmark. So maybe it's a birthmark.
I never realized that. So if that is a thing, that's why I said that's actually a very good point. If that's what
I didn't think about that either. Maybe that's what it is then, because it's weird. Just it's just odd, it's weird, it's such a small patch, but that might be what it is. Because again, I know people who have not blonde, but white patches, and that's their birthmark. They've had it since they were born.
Okay, look, each one teach one. Love y'all. Look, learn something new every day. Sierra, hey boo, welcome in. So yeah, y'all. Then let's move on to Chris and Ashley. So he stops her. I guess they were supposed to be walking to the car and whatnot. And he talks about how he was, he thought he was in love and this process is a bit overwhelming. And he was kind of crashing out last episode because he's not sure if his person is there. And then he talks about how, he thought he found somebody a couple months ago or a few months ago, and then they just ghosted him. And he was left heartbroken. And, Ashley was just like, oh, that's real interesting. Okay. Okay. But it was more like, yeah, she was just like, I ain't got time to boost your ego. And it's giving, you need a lot of ego boosting. Your thoughts, really, B?
He's not ready for this process. I don't know if he would ever be ready. Some people can't work in this environment. It's too much. It's a lot of stimulation. It's a lot of moving parts. And I just don't know if he functions like that. I think he's very cerebral. He thinks everything. He overthinks everything. And I think this process maybe moves at a pace that's too fast for him. I just think he's overwhelmed. I think it's too much. Like he was like later on when he was like, I have 5 tops and it's only 6 women left. Like you can't. You can't. What's up, JB? Hey, boo.
JB, it's so funny. I was watching your before I came up here, before I started getting ready, I was watching your recap on this because he was the one that pointed out that the episode was named different, like had a different name. But yeah. So no, yeah, I don't think he's ready to love. And eventually they're gonna figure that out as we go on. But now this to me was probably the most interesting scene this episode. I think Lauren's such a beautiful girl. And this was a very cute date. It definitely would have been something I would have done because it's drinks and it's a boat. That's my type of party, okay? So my only thing was, to me, I would have been a little turned off learning that I don't know how old the baby is, but he just learned, I guess, 5.
I think he said the baby was 1.
Okay, and he just learned about this 5 to 6 months ago, about this daughter that he has, Nava, which she has a beautiful name. I believe that was how he said her name. But anyway, and yeah, he was just like, it was a one night stand situation. And for me, I would have looked at that as irresponsible. That right there would have been a turnoff to me.
Why?
That you did it and didn't use any type of protection.
We don't know that they didn't use protection. We know that she got pregnant.
Well, I would.
I'm just saying, no, because he said he didn't know. So maybe he did use protection and he didn't think no more about it because he was like, we was good.
Okay. That is very well could be true.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's definitely a question I would have asked him. I'm gonna be honest. I would have been like, so did y'all use protection? Like, why would you? But I wouldn't have automatically, for me, I wouldn't have automatically assumed that based on the story.
I get what you're saying. Kawali said I couldn't really pay attention at this date because I know it's cold out and these people have been wearing jackets, so I was confused. Well, I thought they just got a really good like Detroit summer day, but I hear what you're saying, Nikki, because I absolutely had that thought. And it
doesn't look like they're in the same place because she got on like a whole halter situation and he got on a jacket. Yeah,
right.
It doesn't look like they're in the same place.
Right, but hey, they was on the Detroit River. It looked like a nice sunny day, and I was here for it. Who knew? The Commanders and the midget. Don't do that. Don't do that. We already had a conversation about that, DeMarcus. Look, don't get put in timeout. Okay.
Go DeMarcus. Go.
Don't cause no drama. Darius, stay wearing the fur, but folks in strapless tops. Yeah, it is a little confusing. It's a little confusing, I must admit. So yeah, that's all we really got from this conversation is we learned about the kid that he has, and he says,
I'm gonna be honest, I was more bothered. I wasn't as bothered by that as I was bothered about him saying he just found out, yada yada yada. He was like, "Yes, I'm really trying to, we're co-parenting. I'm an active parent. I get to Miami as much as possible, but he's only seen the child twice." That bothered me more because again, he said he found out. In my opinion, I can't remember the exact timeline, but the time in which he said he found out, I feel like you could have went to Miami more than twice.
Okay, look at Miami. Was it Miami J? Breaking it down. She's one. He learned about her 4 to 5 months ago. The mother called in May and said she was pregnant.
Thank you for the timeline. So in 4 to 5 months, me personally, if you really were vested in being an active parent, I feel like you could have found more than 2 weekends or 2 occasions, because we don't even know how long you stayed. Because you said the first time you met her was when you were getting the paternity test, and you were gone by the time the results came back. So that means you couldn't have been there that long. And then, so that means you've seen her one other time in 5 months. That doesn't sound like you're trying to be an active parent. That doesn't sound like you're trying to be a major part of her life. That bothered me more than how the baby got here. And that's just me.
No, and you know what? I can appreciate that. And if Bello, if you just happen to hear this, we would love for you to come up and explain it to us.
Yeah, I would. I mean, and I'm not judging him as a parent because I don't know him as a parent. But I'm saying if I'm on a date and I'm listening to this story, that's the part of the story that would have bothered me more than the one night stand part of it. Yeah, because that's not 2 times ain't co-parenting.
Brandon said, I'm bothered by the Beijing. He just can't get around it. Okay. Lawrence was flying back to LA every weekend to see his baby. You are so funny, not Lawrence. See Golden 2 times ain't co-parenting. Hey, look, they said the math ain't mathing. And I don't think somebody said it earlier in the chat, and forgive me, I forgot who said it, but I don't think Dominique knew, because that was one of the things Chanel said last night, and she was like, I wonder if she knew. And I said, no, I definitely don't think Dominique knew this.
I don't think she knew, because did you see the look on her face?
When
they said it at the brown table? She did. I don't think she knew.
Yep. In all fairness, Miami isn't an easy place to get to, but he's not co-parenting.
Miami is absolutely. What do you mean it's not an easy place to get to? What you mean, little baby? Me and my friends used to go to Miami on the weekend just to party, girl.
I was gonna say, I used to live there, so I'm like, yeah, it's very accessible.
I was gonna say, baby, and I know she lives in Miami as well, but baby, we used to literally, I would leave work on a Friday and drive straight to the airport. I would drive straight to DCA.
You said drive to the airport. I would drive. I'd get in my car.
Oh no, I didn't drive. No. It's funny. I have driven to Miami before, but me and my friends, and this was a long time ago. Granted, it was pre 9/11, because the flights to Miami, we used to be able to get round trip flights to Miami for under $100.
Yeah,
and we literally would catch like a 7 o'clock flight. We would drive like a 5, maybe like between 5 and 7 o'clock flight. I would leave work, jump on a plane, fly to Miami, and baby, we would be at the club by 9. Okay, 10 o'clock, baby.
Jaguar makes a very good point. It doesn't sound like he was invested. Remember, it was one night stand. You said it yourself, really, B. He probably wore protection, thought he was good, and heard she was pregnant and thought it wasn't his. Okay. I would love if Bella want to get up here and clear it up, or if at some point, maybe next episode, maybe when Dominique asked him about it, find a little bit more out about the situation.
Also, I'm gonna say, and this will be the last thing I say. We can move on to the next day. But also, I think that, and again, Bello, this is not this isn't about you. This is about men in general. I also think that sometimes in a man's mind, they really do think they're doing a lot, when in all reality they not. So for him to be like, I'm co-parenting, I'm getting down there as much as possible, blah 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 blah. I was just like, but sir, you think you're doing a lot, you really not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
again, yes, Bello, this is an open invitation. If you want to come up, come on up, because I really do want to hear it. Again, it's not an indictment on you personally. It's just, and again, things could have been edited. Y'all know how they do.
That's true. I wanted to point this out because the people want you to do a trivia night.
I done already told the people when we having our next trivia night.
I was gonna say, don't you have one coming up for the holidays?
Yes, we're doing the trivia night for the holidays. Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. But so yeah, once I'm not gonna say once she remembers. I'm sure as we get to the end, she'll break down what's going on on her channel and what's coming up because I was in that.
Oh, he already interviewed with Crystal XO. I have to go watch it then.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. Right, Miami got flights on flights on flights.
Yeah.
Y'all are funny. Hey, GC Chair. All right, let's move on from Bello and Lauren and get into the what is it, cardam of it all. Okay.
I hate his hair. I just hate it. I'm sorry. I hate his hair.
I was like, she's not gonna let it go. She's not gonna let it go.
I hate it.
Everybody in the chat, how do y'all feel about Cardi's hair? I think it's different. It's different. You know, I mean, I especially when he hit the little, curly sometimes. And I
like it when he wears it curly. I like it when it's braided. I don't like that comb back ponytail. I don't. Now, I love it when he has it out and it's like that curly natural. I do like that. And when it was braided, I thought it looked nice when it was braided. I just don't like that ponytail situation. But that's just a me thing. Clearly there are women that love it, but I'm not one of them.
Ooh. Jaguar, Bello's looking shaky. He said he was a Muslim. His father was an imam, but it looked like he was drinking alcohol in at least 2 episodes and he's smashing randoms at 37. The optics don't look good.
I don't think we should put more on any one religion. I mean, I'm Christian. I grew up Catholic and I did things I definitely had sex before marriage. I mean, I ain't married and I'm no virgin. I think we put too much when people of other religions that we don't put on our own. Like people who are Baptists, there are people who grew up a certain way and they drink and they curse and they do the things that the church says that, so I don't put that much on there. Now he said he was Muslim and he was throwing back pork chops. I might side eye that a little bit.
You are funny.
But I don't know. I'm just not one of those people that puts that much on people's faith because I believe that none of us are living 100% walk in our faith. Well, I shouldn't say none, but most of us, even if you go to church every Sunday and you go to Bible study and you do this and you do that, we all fall short. So him drinking, his father being a mom, I mean, that's the same as a PK. You know what I mean? Somebody who's a PK, like, oh, his daddy a preacher. Look at him. They'll be the main ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they really don't feel for his hair. They agree with you. But yes, really, B, I think you make a valid point. We all backslide at times and we can't put too much. We can't put 20.
He didn't say he was Muslim. He just said his father was an imam. He said he was raised by his mother. So maybe his mother ain't Muslim.
Because wasn't old girl talking about, I know she asked him about it, Dominique, when they were on their one-on-one date. And I do remember him mentioning something about, because I know she was asking about it, like, oh, do you expect me to convert? Or I felt like there was some type of conversation. So I'm not going to sit here and quote it and say that's what he said, but I do feel like they did touch on it or she asked him about it. All right. Don't do that. What you're not going to do is, first of all, I love me some Ryan. What you're not going to do, Embria.
Okay. Ryan Leslie. Oh, wow.
I love Ryan Leslie. That hurt. Okay. Jesus. All right. Y'all coming in hot this Sunday.
Oh my gosh. I cannot with y'all.
I can't unsee that.
That was funny. That was a good one.
So yeah, Carl, they do this really cute trivia thing. They lose because it's all about Backstreet Boys.
Baby, I'd have lost too.
I mean, I might have known 1 or 2 of the questions, but I ain't know nothing that they were.
I didn't know none of listen, all I know about the Backstreet Boys is the Backstreet Boys. Is that the group with which one is the group that Justin Timberlake came from?
Oh baby, that's insane.
That's insane. See, I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I know the group, and they did this. I know they saw the Backstreet Boys are back because it has their name in it.
Yeah. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. She said, "Is that the one?" As long as you didn't say bye bye bye, we was good. Okay. Look, JB said that's insane. Auntie Kimmy.
Now, if it had been New Edition, baby, we could have won something.
Dominique is a PK. She clearly drinks. Y'all ain't talking about her.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. All right. So then we move on because wasn't this much, but they seem like they really feeling each other, or at least that's what she's making us think, that there's a possibility. What did they end up sharing with each other? I think that she was married before. And she says she's open to marriage again. I'm not really sure what he shared about himself. Do you remember or no?
He talked about having a child.
Oh, yes, he has a daughter as well, right?
And I find it funny that all these men, you know what, as I was watching this episode, I was like, the Facebook group chat is going to blow up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, with all the baby mamas talking about these men lying, and because everybody on here is co-parenting and they're in such a healthy relationship with the mother of their children. And don't get me wrong, I know it happens. I know that it happens. But at the reality, I said I'm waiting for the stories to hit the blogs of all these women saying, he's seen his daughter in 7 months, you know. Everybody on here is in a healthy relationship with their baby mama.
I literally said that to Nels last night. I said if Bello's baby mama come out, do not be surprised. I said, watch it. I said, this week, at some point, she gonna come up out the bushes. If any of what he said is not true, please believe she gonna find her way out the bushes.
Somebody gonna find her.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so let's move on. We're going to the speakeasy. Really, B, can you cover this real quick? Because I'm trying to I'm gonna participate, but I'm trying to get my lineup in before I only got 15 minutes.
Look, both of us over here trying to get our lineup in, y'all. You would think because we had an extra hour, we pushed it back to 12, but child, we both over here struggling. Let me say this. So we had, I can't, Trees, I don't know these people's names.
Oh, okay. So we got Lauren, Devon, Darius, and Shannon.
So which one is, so Devon is the one in the glasses?
Yes.
Okay. So Lauren is the light-skinned one?
Yes.
Okay. So Lauren and Devon, so again, they were, and Darius and Shannon. Okay. So they were there to talk about something personal. So Shannon talked about how she passed out while, during her program and how much it affected her. Even now it still affects her. I was wondering, did she ever say why she passed out? Was it stress? Is it like, I know she said there was a condition.
But I thought it was, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, and maybe this is, I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but I feel like I can even tell which side she passed out on, like what side she fell on. Because I feel like a lot of the times you can see her, like either she holds her face or you can just, in my eyes, tell where it happened.
Okay.
What side she hit. But no, she didn't give us a breakdown or reasoning on why it went down.
So, okay, so that was that. And then Devon, I don't remember what Devon said.
He said Lauren and Devon both said the same thing, pretty much, that their parents had kind of toxic relationships.
Yes, that's right. He talked about
each other. Yeah. And so they both kind of navigate relationships differently based off of growing up in that situation.
Right. Thank you. Now, this next
Darius didn't offer nothing.
Darius, this should have eliminated him right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we'll get to that at the end, but that answer, not only was that answer stupid, but it pissed me off, right? Mm-hmm. Because this is the second opportunity that you have had to open up and share something about yourself, and you are still giving us surface. For you to tell a story about when you were in school and your mother would drop you off and the girls would line up to kiss your hand and call you King Darius.
Yeah, that was wild.
And the fact that he thought that shit was funny. Now, again, I know it's editing. Maybe he said it as a joke and he gave us something different. But I'm going to be honest, that for me, when we got in my mind, I felt like he should be the first one to go home. Because I felt like you're not taking any of this seriously.
Mm-hmm. And I
don't see where he has any real strong connections with anybody.
I agree. Well, they say him and Ashley was supposed to be locked in last episode, remember? And she did say this episode that he is her top. So I guess maybe behind the scenes, they really
not got to go for the Beijing, though.
They really can't stand. Yeah, y'all really don't like that Beijing, huh? See, Golden said, I went back and look. He did say he is Muslim. My bad. Okay. Well, all right. I love keeping it honest. Okay, see, go hold yourself accountable. I love it.
But thank you for coming back and telling us. But my attitude is the same, though. I still feel the same way.
Right, I get you, but I can really appreciate that. We are a group of grown individuals over here. I love it. All right, y'all. So other than that, we move on to Nicole and Ed. They finally get their one-on-one first date. Let me move us out the way. But yeah, we get our one-on-one with these two. Okay. And she's all excited through the roof and just over the top, and he ain't really got nothing to offer. He's just like, yeah, I'm here. You cool and all. I mean, but when she tries to get him to open up, like, what are you scared of? How are you going to be different in this relationship than you were in your marriage? And he really has nothing to offer, which for me would have been, and you could tell she was heartbroken by it. You could absolutely tell she was heartbroken.
She kept trying. She was asking those probing questions. Hard. She was really trying to get that man to talk, child. She was really, really trying to get that man to talk. Baby, he has nothing for you.
Oh, look, she said, and see, Golden said, she make my nerves bad. Nicole, girl, stand up. That man not into you. And I'm not even gonna hold you. When Tommy told her what he told her at the deliberation, I said, yo, she really needed to hear that because, and I'm happy that the ladies were gentle with her and not disrespectful, but basically kind of telling her the same thing. Like, yes, this ain't it. This ain't it.
I love that. I agree. I love the conversation. I love that they were gentle with her, but they told her what she needed to hear. And let me be honest, I think halfway through she understood. Because listen, if that man was interested in you, he just like you were excited about this opportunity, he would be on your ass right now. Like, oh my gosh, all through college, I kind of always was, I always had you in my view, but we always had other things going on. Wow, this is like a second chance. He's not doing that.
Right.
And I really only think that he's kind of opening up to the possibility because either one of the producers whispered in his ear, hey, she like you, or one of the other people then told her because again, going back to the mixer, he was on that she was the homie.
Well, remember the last episode when they were at the little party situation. That's the first time he kind of like looked up and was like, okay, maybe I could see something. And that's when she was like, oh, well, I hope they set us up on a date or else I'm gonna plan the best Zoom date. And that's when I was I was like, you're doing too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, I just think that I think he thinks he's ready for a relationship, but I don't think he's ready for the work.
Whoa! You better preach, really, B. Girl, say that again. Did y'all hear what she said in the bite? Did y'all?
I think that he thinks he's ready for a relationship, but he's not ready for the work.
Woo, Lord Jesus. Y'all better pass around the collection plate and get that girl some back. She just gave y'all the word today, okay?
Listen.
C. Golden said, I really like the way the Detroit ladies are showing up. It's not messy and full of drama. Yes. And I think everybody that I've seen when I watch recaps, I think we can all agree this is the maturity level of this group is wonderful. I love it. And I don't know how they found the casting. I got to give you your things. Because in comparison to what we saw in Philly, this is a complete 360.
Let me tell you something. I told y'all before, it's something different about Philly. It's something different about Detroit. And I don't know if it's just the people in general are different and we're getting a different flavor, or like you said, or if casting did a really good job of how they vetted people this time. Mm-hmm. But I agree. I love that we don't see all that cattiness. We don't see all that round. I'm going to tell you the other thing that I think this is the reason why people are also doing such a good job in this process is nobody has stopped. What I mean by that is in other seasons, we'll see people say, that's my man, and they don't go any further. They don't open up the possibility thank you, Brandon. He said church offering.
Look
Thank
at
you.
Brandon. Thank you for
boo.
the church offering.
We see where, I mean, we've seen it in DC, we've seen it in Miami, we saw it in Philly, where people just decide, especially the women, more so than the men, decide that's my man, and I'm not going any further. I'm not looking any further. This is my man, and that is it, and that is all. And I don't think we're doing that. Now we have people saying, hey, that's my top.
Right.
But I'm willing to go out on a date with somebody else. I'm willing to talk to somebody else. And I think in past seasons, people were so closed off to that possibility that I think it made it hard to film the show because people really weren't putting in any effort to really get to know some of the other people. And it made it hard to watch because as viewers, we can see through the bullshit. Like she just there because that's where they set her up on. She don't care, you know.
Right.
So I definitely can agree.
Yeah, that something has changed. Clearly, they heard our cries because you know we damn near here every season contemplate
and at the very least,
up here and do this or not.
Right, and at the very least, if they are doing it, then they're editing it out. Let's say that. Even at the very least, if the women are saying that, they're editing that out because even what's the mathematician? She said that the comedian guy, the funny guy, Vince. I don't know why I can't remember these people's names this season, but she said that Vince was still her number one, but she wanted to talk to other people, right? Even with Christopher, I loved how she said, yeah, it's still a no for me, but now I understand the why. I understand why he is the way he is. It's still a no for me. Like, I'm still not interested in dating him, but this conversation gave me the insight that I needed to understand. I was here for it. Because, you know, I'm the same way. Me and Teresa are the same way, baby. We need to know why. We need to understand.
Yes, if I don't understand, and you know, it's so crazy. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, unfortunately, I'm even like this at work. Like, if my boss tells me to do something and it does not make sense to me, he has to literally break that. Like, I can't just, because I was told, you have to really make it make sense to me.
That's why math, that's why I've never been good in math. I've never been good in math because I need to understand why.
Yep, same
you
way.
Can't just tell me that A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Who decided that?
Right. I agree.
Why is pi always 3.14? I just no matter what size
made that up.
Right, no matter what size the circle is, I don't understand. My brain just could never wrap around. And then when people would say to me, it just is, you just got to accept it. I can't.
And I think that's why we both like history too, because it's like, no, but this happened. Like, this is,
I can see the chain reaction in the same way with like English. I can see the chain reaction, even science to a certain extent.
Right.
The I can't even say the damn word.
You're so funny.
And it's funny because my best friend is a scientist and we butt heads because it's that left brain, right brain thing. And when we bump heads, that's the kind of stuff we bump heads on. But that's just how we are. I'm like, I need to know.
Look, C. Golden said Pythagorean decided.
That's it. That's the word I couldn't even. I know it's Pythagorean, but for some reason my brain couldn't even get it out of my mouth. Maybe the nightmares I could tell y'all about math in high school and in college. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Ravine. Hey, boo.
What up, Ravine?
So, yeah. All right. Let's move on. Next, we go to Bello and Ashley. So me and Nels were confused watching this last night. Because we see Ashley get emotional. She shares with Bello that she actively sees a therapist, which I thought was dope. But then she said that, you know, it's helped her a lot in dealing with. We were confused because we were like, are you saying that you have an issue with mental illness or you have someone in your life or you dated someone? We were confused on who the person was that she was talking about. Was it someone outside of herself? Because we felt like at a certain point she was kind of speaking in third person. So we weren't sure, but either way, I appreciate her sharing her story and her struggles. She got emotional about it. And that's when we see him, you know, kind of comfort her, embrace her, and, you know, basically talk her through it. And it was a cute little moment. And I like this, but I feel like we see this with Bello, with everybody he deals with. This is clearly kind of who he is and his MO. Your thoughts, really, B?
Yeah, I again, and I hate to always say editing. I don't know if this was an editing thing or if it was just a.
Okay, so
I
it's
was
not
really
just me.
confused how we got here.
Okay, because Ravine said the same thing, Tiffany. So it's not just me. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. Because sometimes I'll be feeling crazy, and me and Nels were stuck last night. Like what?
I mean, I'm glad that she was open to share. I love what she said about mental health and therapy and stuff, but I was just a little confused.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. GC Chair said STEM is just to follow the rules. You and Treese are you saying we habitual line steppers? Is that what you saying?
I do. JB says I think it was someone closer. I do, and I think it might be new. I think it might be like a parent or a sibling, and I think it might be a new situation. Because the thing about mental illness, a lot of times it doesn't manifest itself until people are older. I mean, you see signs, but the breakdown doesn't usually happen. So I can see where this was a struggle, and this is something she's working through. And again, I'm here for her being open about it, and I'm definitely here for his response. You know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Braylon. Hey, Nubian Mahogany. Welcome. All right, so yeah, that was a cute thing. So we see they got a little, so outside of Darius, that's when she says that Bello is also another connection for her. So then we move on to Deliberation Day.
Now, right? Bello the connection for everybody, ain't he?
That's why I said I feel like this is his MO, because I feel like he's kind of the same with everybody. To me, nobody's special. But oh, I'm sorry, Nubian. You said Bello is for the streets, if you ask me. Okay. All right. So we get to Deliberation, right? And basically Tommy wants to know, what everybody got going on. And so the ladies decide that they like Cardi. Okay. They like Vince. And Donna say something about Steven. Shannon really likes Devon or Devin, whatever y'all want to call him. And they even talk in the shower. Okay.
Wow, she don't take that earbud out, honey.
I said, well, hey. Ashley talks about her date with Bello, and then she gets emotional again, explaining to Tommy and the ladies, what she's been through. And that's when they get into who they don't really like. And so the ladies say basically Chris whines too much and he kind of needs to man up. Lauren says she feels like Darius is like her pastor and she doesn't want to sleep with her pastor. And Ashley mentions Ed is not really attentive. And so Nicole you can see her just fidgeting, getting all upset. Okay. And so Tommy's like, what's going on? And so she's like, I just hate hearing this. And, I really like him. And then so Ashley got to tell her, yeah, girl, you've been liking him for 15 years. And where has that gotten you? You ain't seen it yet. And so finally, Tommy is like, I think that you painted this picture that might not actually be reality.
Okay.
And so he said, he said, do you think that he likes you? It's clear you like him, but do you think he likes you? And do you really need to waste another 15 years on somebody that might not even be thinking about you? Okay. And so, of course, she has to really, I think this is when it hit her. Okay. When you could see it sinking in, like, damn. But we go off and they, go off to elimination and we see Ashanti and Chris, okay? They sit down and she lets them know, a lot of the ladies feel like, she didn't say he was whining, but she said, you're not really showing up how you supposed to. So basically, you're not ready to love. Was there anything else that she said to him?
I still don't understand why Darius wasn't one of the ones eliminated, but whatever.
Right. I mean,
because especially after the girl said she felt like she was going to sleep with her pastor. I feel like the combination, but I also feel like the women didn't make a big enough deal about his bullshit answer at the speakeasy either. Mm-hmm. So it didn't seem to come up. And again, if it came up, it was edited because it wasn't I just feel like they didn't make a big enough issue out of it. For me, maybe it's just me, baby. That would have pissed me all the way off. Maybe it's just me.
You're so funny. He said
I would rather deal with Wine and Chris than narcissistic, self-centered. You're not really here to try to get to know any of the women. Because I think Chris is actually trying. He needs to go to some therapy and process. But I do think he was going on the dates. I feel like he was trying. Right. I don't think Darius is even putting in. I think he's used to women just coming to him. I don't think he's putting in the work.
That I can agree. I even though we don't, I just feel like based off what he gives us, I absolutely agree with that assessment.
Brandon said he likes Devin. I like Devin. I don't like Darius.
Right. Devon is the best. Okay, Devon. Then we see Ed and Nicole. Oh, my bad. Ed and Nicole again. Poor baby. She out here. She got to deliver the news that basically they sending this man home. They gave us a double elimination.
Right. Now, the double elimination I didn't see coming.
I did not see that either. And I thought they would have at least kept him around a little bit longer.
Yeah, because I feel like Ed, I feel like Ed deserved to stay over Chris. I understood. I mean, I got it. Mm-hmm. But, and maybe it's just how I feel, but y'all know Darius got to go.
Look, they say he can't be eliminated yet because he still got to get into the argument with Vince.
Y'all be breaking down these trailers, don't y'all?
Okay. Y'all be on it. Y'all know what's coming before we do. I ain't it. But yeah, so she breaks down crying and he feels so bad. He's like, and we might have missed our chance. And literally,
how you missed your chance? Y'all still live there.
I literally told Nels last night, I said, this is the moment where they should have he got eliminated and she should have self-eliminated. Because I think she's going to be so broken up after this. She ain't going to be able to really move forward with anybody.
And did she give anybody else an opportunity? Was she open to?
But she was open to everybody. She was open to Vince. She was open to anybody that would talk to her. That's the problem. No, I mean, I understand we're in the speed dating process, but again, she puts too much on little things like we're holding hands. No, we're just stretching. That's what you do when you work out.
Girl. Oh, that's the one that said we were holding hands.
Yeah. That's why I said she puts it. That's why I love how Tommy broke it down to her. Because when he said you paint a picture of things, I said that's exactly how she started off this episode, painting a picture of something that's not what we saw. We saw stretching. I'm just saying.
That's not what we saw. We saw stretching.
Right. So I felt like in this moment she should have just self-eliminated, and if they really wanted to go try to be together, they could have did a Camille and Cornelius. For real. He was and GC chair, but you said it right there. But you said it, and I agree. He was trying to tell her it's not going any further. I said, poor baby.
Whole thing.
Jaguar said the issue is her. She's stuck in the past and he's not even there with her because he doesn't see her like that. That's why my nickname for her is the homie. Okay. The homie. Nicole needs to learn emotional regulation. Okay. Thank you, Anissa. Girl, you're going to scare men away acting like that. Okay. I'd rather smell Gain laundry detergent at the laundromat with Juan Dixon instead of attempting to date with a few of these non-effort individuals.
My gosh.
This is draining me faster than Drano.
Wow.
Y'all are cut up. Thank you, Lauren Bishop. But yeah, y'all. So that was pretty much this episode of Ready to Love. If you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button.
Subscribe to the channel. Hype the video, all that stuff.
Comment, and really be what you got going on. Well,
today? First of all, I want to give us an update. Last week, Treese and I announced that we will be doing a Shadeinthecity, Really BTV meet and greet collab situation. We are going to be making candles in January. It is stepping into the new year with intention. And we told you guys the last week that we had 10 slots available. Well, those 10 slots are only 5. So, yeah, it's going fast, you guys. It's going fast. So, if you have not already, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If you would like to register, the money is due by January the 9th. The money is due by or when it's sold out, whichever happens first. So, again, we only have 5 slots available, but I do have 7 names on our list. So the way I explained it to my other channel, the way I explained it on my channel was I will keep a waiting list because the money is non-refundable. So if somebody pays and for whatever reason they can't come, I will let the next person on the waiting list know and you can reimburse that person, the yada, yada, yada. Okay. But we only have 10 spaces available on January the 9th. Whatever we have is whatever we have, and we will take it from there. If you are in the DC, Maryland, Virginia driving area, this is going to be a fun activity. It's going to be at the National Harbor. It's a Black-owned candle business. You may have seen it if you've been to the harbor. You may have seen it, but it's Black owned. We'll be making it's all natural candles with essential oils. So we're going to start off with a class on essential oils, what they mean, so that when you create your candle, you will be using the oils that are what you want to go into this year, the intention you want to have for this year. So if it's going to be lavender or peppermint or whatever, you'll know what they mean. And then the best combinations for what it is. So when you light that candle in your home, that's what you're bringing into your home for the year, right?
Right. I love the intention of it all.
The intention, yes. The tickets are $75, and that includes the class, that includes the candle. So you'll be walking away with a candle. And it, like I said, it's right there at the National Harbor. We're gonna probably go get something to eat while we wait for our candles to cool. So we'll figure all that out once we finalize the list. So
and
if you are in that area.
Oh, I'm sorry. Another thing that I thought about too that we could stop and do. I don't know how close it is, but that Black bookstore that's also there.
Yeah, Mahogany Books is right around the corner. Yeah, it's right around the corner. So we can we'll figure out the restaurant and all that stuff. And again, we can either go eat, or for people who don't go to the harbor very often, you guys can walk around and see. There's plenty of stuff there. And yes, Mahogany Books is there and all kinds of stuff. Sweet Pea, do me a favor. When you filled out the Google Doc, did you fill it out for you and your sister? If you didn't, I need you to do that now so I can put your name on the list. I put your name on the list, but I don't know if I put you and your sister on the list. So just, if you already filled it out, let me know. Put it in the chat because I didn't see your name. But I'll add you to the list today because I know you. You know what I'm saying? I know you and your sister, and I know y'all good for it. So I'll add you to the list. I have you on the list, but I don't have your sister on the list. So your sister is not included in that 5. So I added. So that we just went from 5 to 4. If I don't already have her sister. But yeah, we'll definitely have a fun time, you guys. And you guys, this is just the first thing we're doing. We will do activities. I see people saying travel and go other places. Listen, we have no problem doing that.
I get on a bus.
We don't have no problem doing that. We just have to, but we're gonna start home. But we'll definitely, as the year goes on, we'll want to do more things. So we're looking forward to that. As far as what I have going on my channel, of course, you guys know tonight we have Potomac tonight around 9:15-ish. Tomorrow's the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Tuesday is the Scene ATL with Scotty, starring Scotty by Nature. It's a web reality based series. I do that panel on Tuesday nights. Wednesday is where I have to get in Salt Lake City. Thursday is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And somewhere in the week is going to be Married to Medicine. I don't know where I'm going to plug Married to Medicine in. The good news is this week, I have a lot of time on my hands, so I'll be able to probably get a couple of doubles in and get all that stuff in. But baby, that's what we got going on. And of course, we have our celebrity news and gossip. The people was mad at me this week over on my celebrity channel, child, with the Funky Dineva of it all.
Yeah, I saw that.
Baby, the Funky Bunch was not happy with me, but it's okay.
Yeah, child.
It's okay.
Look, hey, it is what it is. We ain't always going to agree, right?
The Christmas party is going to be on both channels. So whatever, I want you to be subscribed to both channels, but whatever channel you're subscribed to, the Christmas party is going to be December the 23rd. I'm not sure what time because I might have to do it early because I may have to go out. I may have an event on the 23rd in the evening. But it'll be on the 23rd when we'll do the unboxing, any Christmas gifts from my wish list, unboxing, and we'll play some trivia games.
Whoop, whoop. I'll be there. And so for me over here at Shadeinthecity, I owe y'all some Beyond the Gates. I know. So that be looking out. That'll be literally all day. Y'all be getting that. Check us out later tonight. We got the recap for Force at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also need to post that flyer. So to share that information as well on my wall with everyone who's not here. And then what else we got going on? Real Housewives of Potomac. And yeah, y'all, it's slowing down Christmas season. You know what it is. It's about to be not a lot going on for the next 2 or 3 weeks unless you really be and you just doing all things Bravo. Because apparently
Bravo is
stopping over there.
Listen, okay? Bravo is not playing with us right now.
Right? But yeah, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for being here on this Sunday morning. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful week. And we will catch y'all next week for another recap of the Ready to Love. Bye-bye.